Hey, so this is gonna be a little playlist. Probably gonna be. I think I should do this. These updates once a week. I got a product called, I guess it's Chirp Wheel Plus. I got the most extreme part. Uh, I've got a pretty bad back. You'll see it in a moment, but honestly, a lot of it is because I would hunch over in school. I hunched over a lot throughout my life because the man boobs, right? Um, I had to go through years in school of kids just coming up and groping me, thinking it was funny to grope me in a sexual manner. Like they just come up to me in the hallways and grope me, or this one kid thought it was funny to come up behind me in the weight room and just completely just keep come up behind me and squeeze my chest from behind as if he were squeezing a woman's breasts. As far as why I didn't report it, well, in middle school, I was sexually assaulted by another student. I can still remember it pretty well. It was at Memorial Park Middle School. There are 3 levels there because it's kind of on a hill. So there's like a lower level that has an entrance. Then there's a middle level that also has an entrance. It's kind of, so there are like 2 ground floors because of the hill. Then there's an upper floor. So depending on where you are in the building, because the floors aren't exactly stacked up because of the hill, but there are 3 distinct floors. Just not exactly lined up because, of course, the lower level kind of goes out a little bit further in some spots and doesn't go in as far. So the bottom floor is kind of a weird one. But that's a digression. Anyway, where is the middle floor? The staircase by the office. I was coming down. It was after school. I can't remember exactly what was going on. I think my mother was picking me up because I wasn't allowed to ride the bus or something. I can't remember. Maybe because of how horrible kids were. Getting physical, violent, pushing me, and all kinds of stuff at times. But I was coming down the stairs, and between the level, there are like 2 flights between the levels. You know how it is. There's like a landing halfway. Well, I was coming down the second set of flights from the upper level, so it's like the platform between the levels. It was the one that goes from that halfway platform to the middle floor. This kid was coming up the stairs towards me, and I was scared. But he just reached around me, grabbed my right butt cheek, and goes, and then he just walked up, and I looked at it, and I'm just in complete shock at what happened. And I don't know if you remember Urkel from Family Matters or something like that. The guy goes, "And I knew it." That guy, he voiced Sonic the Hedgehog in one of the cartoons. I remember the after school special about inappropriate touch. That someone made you feel uncomfortable because it's your body. And if someone does that, you should trust someone you trust, like you're a parent or a teacher or a police officer, right? Well, I immediately, when I came to my senses, I walked down the hall, or walked down the stairs. I looked to my left, and right there by the office, there's the principal, Rita Turflinger. I believe the assistant principal, I can't remember exactly, Darren Swinford was there. It was a group of 4 people. I remember, I want to say her last name was Bueller. Yeah, Bueller. Yeah, she was over there. She was a teacher. She was over there. Remember that? told them what just happened, and I said I can go point them out, and they just stared at me. They wouldn't help me. And then I went around for the next, I don't know how many days, telling teachers what happened, and they wouldn't do anything. They just looked at me like, they would just look at me shocked, and I'm trying to get help. I keep going to teacher after teacher at Memorial Park Middle School, and one of them was Sally Butler, who, I don't know if she still operates it, but had a business here in Fort Wayne, sold chocolates and candies and stuff. But here I'm telling her, I'm telling teachers left and right that that I was sexually assaulted, and that no one cared to even let me go point out the kid that did it. And then finally I get from an administrator, he goes, well, you couldn't do that because he has rights. So for years at Northrop, I thought kids were allowed to come up and touch me in any way they wanted, and I wasn't allowed to report them because what I was told in middle school, like, they can just touch me however they want. I don't have to give them consent, and that I'm not allowed to report them because they, quote, have rights. I'm sorry, I'm letting this all out right now. Hold on a second, let me get something real quick. Get the product in. I'm gonna keep talking to you. Yeah, I kept hunching over and holding books up to my chest, right? To try and cover my man boobs. So I was like hunched over carrying books, right? And they thought it was because people, even my parents thought it was because I walked slow. You know, I carried a lot of books, and because I was carrying books, my back was hunched over. You know, I was hunched over on purpose to try and, because I'm using books to try and cover my chest, because I don't want kids to just come up and start grabbing. Because that's what they would do. Then, because of the cutoff with the American school system, I actually started kindergarten when I was 6, not 5. So I was 18 the summer before I started my senior year. And so I thought, oh, okay, now I can actually just press charges because I'm an adult, legally emancipated adult. I remember this kid came up and did it early on in the year and just walked away, and I just kind of followed him because we were all going that way, and I said to Mr. Demerau, stop him. Stop that kid, you know. And Mr. Demerau took it seriously. You know, I told him what the kid did, and Mr. Demerau was not happy. Mr. Demerau actually cared. You know, Mr. Demerau actually, I remember him looking at the kid and was like, you just got back from being suspended, didn't you? Mr. Demerau was not happy. Mr. Demerau actually cared if his kids, if the students, not his kids, but you know what I mean, his students, he's an administrator, and he actually cared if sexual violence is occurring at school. He actually cared. Apparently our teachers didn't. So I thought, oh, cool, now things are different. Now that I'm an adult, I don't have to give consent. Now I can report those that are touching me inappropriately. Now I'm allowed to do that as an adult. Guess not. Because after that, the kid kept doing it in the weight room, kept coming up behind me and squeezing, making me feel uncomfortable. And I just kept going up to the teacher, Ernie Bodrab. I just came up, I'm like, dude, this guy's touching me inappropriately. It's not cool, you know? Teacher, every time Ernie Bodrab, walk away. Every time I go up to him, walk away. Every time. So finally the kid did it, and I was like, walked right out and went straight to the office. Talked to Mr. Robinson, right? Talked to him, said this kid's doing it, called the kid down, and he threatened both of us with expulsion. So at that point, I knew, beyond a shadow of a doubt, if I reported a single act of sexual violence against me again that year, I would risk expulsion for reporting sexual violence perpetrated against me. So basically, I I'm being punished by the school for reporting being touched inappropriately. It wasn't touched inappropriately the rest of the year, thankfully, but if I had been, I would not have reported it. And that's only part of what gives me PTSD. I'm serious, like, oh, I got PTSD for this. No, I'm actually diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder. My medication segments are over 2,000 milligrams a day. And they keep giving me more because my life gets worse and worse. A lot of times it's from people treating me horribly for having autism. Being in toxic environments left and right. And they're like, oh, we'll just give you more meds because more meds will take care of your toxic toxic work environment, because that's what they think. Oh, we'll just send you to a hospital. You put more meds in you, which puts you in more risk for organ failure. We'll put more drugs in you because that will make everything everyone else is doing stop. That's the way school is too. Whatever. That's why I don't want to go to the hospital, because it doesn't fix anything. If anything, it just makes things worse. It's like, oh, we'll send you to the hospital or psych you out. You're just going to make things worse. That's all you ever do. You just give me a little vacation, put me on more risk of organ failure, and then send me right back. Rinse and repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. That's all that happens. It's just, I get in a worse situation. All that happens. Well, so over the next, probably once a week, I probably should, I'm going to be using this product called a Chirp Plus. I got the most, extreme one, the 4-inch one, because I can only get one for my birthday. Oddly enough, the box happened to say, happy birthday to your Nick. Got it for my 34th birthday. Anyway, I'm going to be working with this, and probably, I think once a week I should give you an update. Probably aim for 20 minutes or so, 3 times a day, so I'll work to an hour worth on this, but I probably should start with only 5-10 minutes a day to begin with. I'll let you know how well this works, tips and tricks for using it, because this is the most extreme one, and I'll show you my back now. This is me actually trying to stand up. As you can tell, it's not the best back, and this is me straining my muscles to actually, be as straight as possible. This is me being very uncomfortable, as you can tell from my voice. So, over the next however long, we'll see how my back goes. I did notice when I lay on this with this on my neck, it felt incredibly good. I just felt so relaxed. So I'll try using it as a pillow and see what happens. Look forward to it. Peace out.